So since it's April, I think the best way to start this out would be flipping the calendar. And I think this would be a great way to introduce every new community meeting video. If we were to just like that. Perfect. April 1st. Let's get this show on the road. What's up, people? We here. Now, first question I'm going to address is why did the uploads kind of disappear over the past week? And that's because IRL kind of kicked in. This semester has been an absolute pain in the butt, but it contains some of the hardest classes I'll have to do till the end. One's a big weed out class, and the other one is like the intermediate tier of what I'm actually doing for my degree. So to put that in English, it's basically the most like content and lecture heavy stuff that I don't know. So I actually have to study for it on exams, which I hate studying. But whatever, we have to get the stuff. So anyway, for this video, I thought I'd wear the traditional green Zeus robe, as is tradition. Ever since that damn video where Bloodwing just roasted me over this goddamn thing. But on the weekends, nothing is more comfortable than this bad boy. So, what do we have to talk about to let you guys know what's coming? First off, now that I'm off of exams, I don't have to worry about anything till last week of April to May, because that's when finals start kicking in. So I'm gonna just double down on the channel this month. So we're going to be releasing stuff about Zeus Encyclopedia. We're going to be getting those body pillows out. Hopefully, I have to have Bloodwing review the final two designs for the safe for work and the suggestive versions. And I can't really show anything about the not safe for work version publicly, but I might release something somewhere. I'll figure out a way to show you guys that design that's coming in. But after that is finished, I will be working on the 2-year emote badge for subscribers on Twitch. Patreon post I'm probably going to do right after this. This is the April 1st video as well, which means I have to make an April 1st op. I have something decent in mind, but it's not going to be too crazy. I'm not going to require any custom mods for it, simply because I have been super duper busy the past 2 weeks, give or take, and it's just eating up all my goddamn time. But otherwise, we have some more stuff to unpackage here. I will be dealing with that in a separate video. I've got some Logitech stuff to give away and to do a what do you call it? I guess a giveaway, but it's going to be kind of like a competition giveaway, so we'll talk about that. I also have that to unbox. I'm not sure if we can see it. I'm not going to move the camera, but I have a super big box, which I've had since Christmas, that I need to finally get into, and I think this would be a good month to get into it since I have the time. Liru might get into some... No, he will be getting into some VR stuff, so... really, that's it. I just want to double down. I've got like 3 videos for the Zeus Encyclopedia made that I need to actually release. I gotta get back in the YouTube schedule of releasing everything. It's just, I'll be 110% honest. As a YouTuber, seeing yourself climb up all this way, and then literally as soon as you make it to the top, something clicks and then you're knocked all the way to the bottom again. It makes me want to just pursue Twitch a lot more, and that's why I've been more dedicated on Twitch than YouTube, because at least that I can grow up, that I can trust that they won't just smack me and everything will fall apart. That really just depends on, how often I stream and stuff, whereas YouTube, an algorithm can just fuck everything over, and it's happened to me twice in the past 6 months, and it's a bit demoralizing, but hey, everyone's got to play the game. I just have to hike the channel to 100k, and then most of the algorithm stuff will switch off, but not all of it, which is what concerns me. And as we, pass every month, I feel YouTube's going to be a bit shittier and a bit shittier. To, again, for those of you that don't know, I'm a channel below 100k, which means I get scrutinized ever since an algorithm change back in November, and then another algorithm change that happened like late January, early February, it slashed a lot of military content. And I put up an image on Twitter showing how I had a video of a canned bread game from Warcraft 3, which is just this meme game. But that went viral because, my channel by default will, make stuff that'll, get prioritized in YouTube's algorithms because I've been able to hone that down. But if it's scrutinized as military content, which Arma is, some of it can fall in there. I have to be very careful about what keywords I use. But if it is, and it just gets lower prioritization, the algorithm, it sucks. It sucks. I was making viewership that would make a 300K sub channel blush, and then YouTube was like, and that's why I'm kind of not really considering doing this as a full-time thing anymore, because it's stupid how you can kind of lose it all like that. But then again, with a full-time job, you can be fired like that. It's a lot to think about, how stable do you want of your for your occupation. But considering everything these days, your occupation can be very unstable. Like, look at the video game industry and how all these companies are laying a bunch of people off just to maximize their profits, because that's what corporations are supposed to do. But whatever, I'm digressing. But yeah, I'm gonna get this video out there immediately. Just make a few quick edits on it. I've been cutting in and out just because I need a moment to breathe, think of my next thought. But just to kind of summarize how I want to do April, I've got new campaigns coming out. We're gonna finish up like going down the list here. So let's start with Sunday. Sunday, we're probably gonna still keep with the current humanitarian Fallujah ops till the end of the month. Really liking how those go. It's a very big challenge for the player base. And, it's good because some of the ops have been flukes, but they've been getting better as the flukes go on, learning from their mistakes. And it's only been making them a better player base, which I love. Monday, I kind of have as a free-for-all right now. Today it's going to be an April Fool's op, but I'm hoping by next week we'll get into something else. I originally had planned to make a new sci-fi mod set, but since we updated a lot of our mod sets in TSB, there's not a lot of room for a new mod set, if you know what I mean. So I'm kind of holding off on it for now till we kind of trim down the current realism mod set, because we put the entirety of 3CB in it, and that's a big chunk of stuff. And we're also doing some plans to make the Cold War mod set a bit bigger, but it'll encompass like Unsun for the bridging the gap between Vietnam and what we currently have for the Cold War mod set, but add a bunch of older assets. That way we can do Cold War ops a bit more properly, because not every country had direct run-of-the-mill Russian or American assets. A lot of them were like old World War II things, which is what Unsun will encompass. So with that, let's see. Wednesdays, I will still be doing either Mass Effect or Realism ops Zeus-wise for the 506th, or I'll be playing probably still Vietnam ops on the ground. Otherwise, we'll see what Sherry decides to go into. Tuesday and Thursdays will still be my free days. Also Monday, every other Monday, give or take, though this Monday's was moved to Thursday, I'll be doing some training for the 700th Space Marines or Astarius dudes. What I've decided is we're just going to run through a shit ton of mini-ops. I don't think I've released this one yet, but there was I did a mini-op for them, and they decided to take on a mortar position head-on, and the AI mortar just dunked them. And they just sat there listening to this mortar, which was literally like 20 meters away from them. Just shoot at them. They just stayed there and all got blown up. And I'm like, well... it's a difficult thing you got to do, because all these guys are so used to they recently released an ace update so that things could actually kill the Space Marines now, but for like the past 6 months they've been really used to just not dying in ops. So now that they're dying in ops, they're just charging in with no tactics, and it's gonna be an interesting challenge for me, because I gotta now I gotta get their mindset out of, you're not invincible anymore. You got to actually, think what you're doing. And that's what I kind of like it. It's a new challenge for me, and we'll see how it goes. But let's see. Friday, we'll still be doing our public stuff. I'll be honest, guys, I missed the last Friday public operation because I had my final exam for the midterms. Friday morning, I spent 2 coffee-filled nights studying for it. I still think I only did okay on it, but I finally got back to this room. It was 10 a.m. I sat on that bed, went, okay, here's what I'm going to plan out. Spent 30 minutes on there, came on this chair, started prepping the Friday op. Next thing I know, I'm literally on the floor, like right here-ish on the floor, kind of cooped around my chair. It's 1:48 p.m. I'm supposed to start at 2:15, and yeah, like I hadn't even come close to finishing what I wanted to do for Friday, so I just canceled it. And then I kept working on my computer till about 2:05, and then I woke up at 6 o'clock, literally sitting on this chair. So yeah, it was not a good Friday. Let's go for that. Let's go with that. Excuse me. So let's see. And then Saturdays we'll be wrapping up our whatchamacallit, our Venezuelan Cold War scenario, and then we're going to go into a Arstotzka Kolchia Civil War scenario, hopefully with the new Cold War mod set that Grizzly and I are working on. And those two countries are from a game called Papers, Please, which show, I'm having a few guys do some independent research for me on how the factions and weapon loadouts and stuff will go. So that'll be an interesting thing to see. We'll be, changing a few things because I wanna keep things unique. We haven't really dived. We've been keeping more so into, just not American, but historical stuff, or at least keeping with the times or themes with the mod sets. I want to kind of push that and try to do something a bit outside of the box. So that's where I've kind of settled with this, but we'll see how everything goes. I'm excited for it nonetheless. So with that out of the way, other things to say, we're still going to be doing the 700th ops every Saturday, give or take. They've got one more week, I want to say, for Stratus. And then I'll look into, I think I'll just start revamping more areas of Altus until they, update the mod a bit more. But, they've come out with an ACE compatibility. They're working on the third party mod to work on things, so we'll see how that goes. And then the 212th ops, I'll be honest, guys, I don't, you'll see some Zeus ops here or there for them on a smaller scale, but the main ops they do, I'm not really a fan of them anymore because I just get bored a bit easily. It's a shame too, because when I started in the 501st way back when, it felt like the Clone Wars. Now, when I left them, it was like you get hit once and you're kind of screwed, and you gotta wait a while for medical. People don't kind of join those types of ops, in my opinion, to just get shot and die. They kind of go to feel like a badass. And that's what the 212th was for a while. The Zeuses would throw hordes of B1s at you, and you could just tank them like a boss, and then they'd throw a few B2s at you, and you'd have to actually think, because those could really screw your day up. But that's why they're called super battle droids, It was a good blend of feeling awesome and having to use tactics. And now it's just kind of I don't know, just with all the updates to their mod set and stuff, and that they've restricted a lot of the stuff that, in my opinion, made the ops really fun, it's kind of just gotten into another... It's boring to me. Some people still enjoy it. Good for them, but I don't really get any... I don't get the same rush. I'll watch some of my old videos back, which, by the way, I'll be releasing a few of my old... 2 old 501st things. I way back when deleted all my 501st stuff because I didn't want to be associated with them anymore in terms of Arma, because I had way too many disagreements with them. But just looking back at the old content, when I started in the 501st or when I started in the 212th, and looking at the ops compared to the older ops, there was a big freaking difference. And it I don't know, it's just sad. It's just sad for me. But whatever. That's why we're not really going to see that much Star Wars stuff until I do some more stuff with TSB regarding our Star Wars mod set. But yeah, trying to think what else is there other than the unboxing stuff I talked about. YouTube I'll get back into. I have a lot of stuff in draft that I need to actually schedule, and I'll probably start that right after I edit this video and release it. One more thing I will say. I'm going to work on a new type of editing style, where I'm going to take a few funny moments from an op or two and release this every few days. Probably like a 1 to 3 minute video of just, some edited highlights where, I'll have captions and stuff. But I don't mean to be like, how do I say this? My editor is the new editor I've got. He's a bit slow because he has IRL stuff, and I completely get that. But I want to try to bridge the gap, kind of fill in my promise because I told people I'd start releasing some sort of edited video at least once a week, and I want to keep that. It's just I started with a 10-minute video a few days ago, and I'm only like 40% done with it. And now that I want to, now that I want to get into all my other projects, I'm seeing my time just slowly kind of disappear, and it's only going to get worse when finals kick in again, and more classes over the summer or next semester kick in, and it's going to be a pain in the butt, but we'll see how it all goes. I'm optimistic. So yeah, I think that's all I've got. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm not going to make any promises. I'm just going because I feel like every time I do, I'm able to fulfill it for at least a month, month and a half, and then something IRL gets in, I have to take a break from it and then come back to it if I come back to it at all. So all I'm going to say is just wait and see. Let the content speak for itself, and we'll keep going. In terms of schedule, I'll still be trying to do a few Arma videos every day, a Warcraft video every night. I've got a lot of that stuff on backlog, and I've got a lot of stuff I want to play. But yeah, we'll see how things go from there. But anyway, thanks for sticking with me, guys. I know I'm not the most reliable YouTuber, but blending this stuff with IRL, because I'm starting to reach the point where I'm gonna be competing with guys that are doing this full time that have the luxury, and I just don't yet. I might get there, but I'm not. In terms of the timeline I have, I don't think I'm gonna get there. So, regardless, good run. We'll still be doing this stuff for years to come, just on a lesser schedule as time changes and whatnot. But we'll address that when we have to address that. We still have like 2 years. Well, a year and a half, a little less. Until, I want to say not this August, but next August. But again, we'll tackle that when we get there. But anyway, thanks for listening, guys. If you have any questions, ask it in the comment section below. I will answer them. Contrary to popular belief, I actually read every single YouTube comment I get because it puts a smile on my face. And then once in a while we get one of the trolls, which I just enjoy swinging my band hammer for, but whatever. Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to start working on a bunch of other stuff, fulfilling everything I have just said. So, yeah. Hopefully you enjoy everything, and otherwise go operate operationally. And, frickety frack. There was one more thing I wanted to say. Oh yeah. To the 5 people in the YouTube comments that said they needed to host a YouTube funeral for me because I didn't post for 4 days. Fuck you. just fuck you. I'm not dead. So stop it. I read a line of those in my comment section across like 4 videos, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm gone for like a few days. It was stupid. But anyway, my name's Liru. I'm not really a Lance Corporal. I don't know why people have been asking me that, but I guess the name just implies. I thought the over feminized voice here would kind of give that away. I would, think this isn't a military voice, but I don't know. It's 2019. I see guys going in the girls' bathroom because they're actually girls. It bamboozles me. Otherwise, take care and have a good one.